pre-Gen AI, let me frame it that way. Um, we were already strengthening and aligning what we did with our private partners. So starting to talk more of that language, if you will, business started to become a variable in the equation. And it's like you have to be able to do code switching, right? So you talk to business, then you come back and you talk to your faculty, because we don't think of ourselves as a business, right? And so then what level of partnership are you going to have? And so being very sensitive to all of that is a very important part of it. So all of that type of thing was already happening before pre-Gen AI. So I think it really set the stage for when Gen AI emerged, that you're building off of these relationships you're already building. And then in my case, already thinking about AI and how it could impact and transform your organization. So I bring all of that together because I'm already thinking holistically. And that's important because of this conversation we ended up having with end to end. And I think, again, saying, there are ways that we think and approach uh, problems. That doesn't go away just because of, this evolution of Gen AI and AI in general, right? So it's like, so what problem are we trying to solve? And then what was becoming very apparent here in the state of California. So I arrived here, and one of the big issues that was really unfolding was this whole fraudulent student notion and these bots starting to take seats in classrooms, and not only just taking the seats in the classroom, but what they're really after is getting access to the financial aid dollars.
Right.
Um, and so that was not a problem that was just a California problem. We started seeing this even in my last place. But the scale and scope of it was just so magnified here in California that all of a sudden you could not just solve this problem uh, on your own as an institution. But then now we have AI and this notion of Gen AI. So could we deploy that as part of our design to solve this problem? But again, you define the problem you want to solve. You start to design uh, how you're going to approach that problem, and then taking a human-centric approach to that design work, where you start to involve, in this case, the financial aid office folks, involve the registration office folks as part of the conversation, understanding what faculty are going through, and then working with a partner. Fortunately, California already had a strong relationship with end to end through the California Virtual College. That here was a partner who had just come out, I don't know how long before this, with their Light Leap AI uh, solution. That now we were in conversations to do something else with that, and now here, what a perfect problem, if you will, to use this solution around. Well, it further makes the point that we're now in a world where you cannot move forward without a private-public partnership that's not just grounded in transactional, uh, but in grounded in a transformational mindset, right? We solve things together, and in solving things together, we address each other's mutual interest. Uh, but you can't do that if you're just transactioning. I'm going to buy your product to do this, and thank you very much. See you later, right? This is about what can we do to really transform that student journey to where it becomes a positive force not only for the student but for our communities, and to have a partner like end to end that gets it and listens to the challenges we face, and then to design solutions based on that. It goes beyond fraud. It starts to move into other solutions to the student's journey.